Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second half of the year as we go down the home stretch. It's Hawk basketball on the Henry Ford Hawk Network. My name is Jeff Lowe, along with Eric Pate. Eric, tell us about these two squads.
Well, Happy New Year to everyone that's out there, and you as well, Jeff. Henry Ford, it's all gonna start with number 2, Chauncey Willis. And the matchup that I'm going to be looking at is Chauncey Willis and Juwan Maxey. Juwan Maxey is a sophomore with Macomb. He was a part of the runner-up team from the NJCAA Division II championship. They were runner-ups. And, of course, Henry Ford was finished 6th. This is personal. This is the game that you want to be at. So buckle up, folks. This should be a really good matchup.
Macomb Community College coming into this contest ranked number 5th in the country. There's an outside shot off the mark. Rebound by Henry Ford. Henry Ford in the white, Macomb in the dark. Henry Ford ranked number 14th, and as you said, it's personal. 2 ranked teams going at it in this division as we start the new year. Monarchs coached by Christopher Burns in his first year. Short jumper off the mark by number 14. That was Nowicki with the miss.
Well, one thing's for sure, Henry Ford and Macomb, for that matter, they're going to both have to do a good job of preventing second chance opportunities on the offensive end.
There's a loose ball in the open floor. And whistles blow. And committing the foul, number 5 going up way high is Carter. And he will send number 11 to the line. That's Juwan Maxey.
Just as fast as all get out. I mean, I remember the kid from Renaissance and was surprised that he didn't land with a mid-major. But he's here at Macomb in his second year. And I think he's another one of those kids that can definitely go. He's an all-conference performer, and if Macomb is going to repeat their good fortunes in the NJCAA Division II, when they get to the tournament, it's all going to start with number 11.
He's at the line right now. Misses the second. Rebound by Macomb. Not able to put it back up and in. And Henry Ford, the Hawks, come away with the rebound.
And Maxey missed both free throws. Now, if you're going to be the point guard, you got to hit your free throws. I know that much. And they're going to be very critical, very important.
Free line extension jumper is good. And that's Willis. Signed a letter of intent with Western Michigan. He'll be in the MAC next year.
Averaging 20.7 points per game for Henry Ford. Chauncey Willis is, and he's another one. I mean, he's the key to everything that Henry Ford wants to do. And if you're Macomb, you want to keep a fresh body on him. I don't think that number 5, Josh Hines, is going to be on him the entire game.
Turnaround jumper in the paint, no good. Rebound by the Hawks. Short jumper is good, nothing but the bottom of the net. And that was Maxey, or pardon me, that was Johnson.
It's been so long, I forgot his nickname.
That one's blocked. Johnson in the open floor. They want to run. Good pass, and the slam dunk by Carter.
I think that was a delay of game warning on that. What a nice pass. And Carter that's eye contact. That's the guys knowing each other. That was king to king for those that are watching.
Coach Shepard has to be pleased with that open floor approach right there by the Hawks. Good defense being played by the Hawks. Forces the turnover by the Monarchs. And starting this new year off, the Hawks have to be very much pleased with the way it's going for him right now. Johnson to the basket, and he is fouled in the act of shooting.
Scooby.
Scooty.
Scooby. Like Scooby-Doo.
All right.
Come on. Scooty. What the hell? I've heard of Scooney Pen. I've heard of Scooby-Doo.
Hey.
Scooty. It's Scooby. Scooby. Scooby Johnson. And it just hit me. And, I mean, it's been a while for us. This is a new year. And it's good to see him out here and looks very active. I don't see the brace.
And that's a plus.
And he looks like he's in better shape than he was at the beginning of the year. That is key for the Hawks.
Long jumper is good by Maxey.
Now, I think there's a size mismatch with Demarion Bonds. Maxey trying to guard him. Maxey is listed at 6'1". I don't think he's 6'1".
Johnson, free throw line extension off the mark right there.
He goes to his spots on the floor. Don't worry about it. He'll hit some of those shots. But it may take a minute. But there's a guy, if he gets going, Henry Ford's a formidable opponent.
And you are absolutely right. When you look at Johnson, he does look in a lot better shape than he looked earlier this season.
You better
Long
be ready.
Pass.
There's Johnson.
Good ball movement by the Hawks.
Chauncey Willis is gonna run this show, and he'll get his shots too.
A little tug on the jersey, but no whistles blow right there. It's Carter. Thought he had a foul, but nice, good inside move that time by Bonds, Demarion Bonds.
Bonds, another kid that can fill it up. He's averaging 15.3. He's the second leading scorer on this team.
Jump hook by Parker Day.
And talking to one of the assistant coaches from Macomb before the game, he said they had several Division I transfers, and Parker Day is one of them. He was at Grand Valley State University last year. And sometimes guys, it doesn't work out for them in Division II. They drop down here to the JUCO, kind of reset, and go to the JUCO level and see what they can do.
14:34 on the clock if you're just joining us here in the first half of play. Henry Ford College basketball. Macomb and Henry Ford going at it. Two ranked teams in the MCAA.
And that's what Macomb likes to do. Transition. Anytime they get a chance to run, they're going to do it.
In the right spot for the rebound, number 13. That's Aiden Ritt. Got the bounce. Couple substitutions now into the game for Henry Ford. Malachi Black checking in, number 23. And Sterling Scott, number 0.
See what Henry Ford does. Eventually, I think Henry Ford's going to get into a matchup zone or something like that once they figure things out with this man. Meanwhile, Macomb loves man-to-man.
Good hands by Henry Ford. Nice switch to the right hand by Willis, and 2 points for him.
Everyone loves Chauncey Willis' scoring prowess. Got to understand, this young man will defend. Watch him in the passing lanes. and they'll draw the fouls. That was Nate Brown on the foul for Macomb, and you got to keep your eye on Chauncey Willis. I mean, he is in the passing lanes. He's a good on-the-ball defender. Then on the offensive end, he's going to wear you out. He's an active body. He is a coach on the floor, and we knew it from the tip. He's an all-conference first-team guy.
Rosenberg just checked in for Henry Ford. Willis looking for a pick. Nice move. Kicks it back out. Good ball movement by Henry Ford. Long jumper's good.
Like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Demarion Bonds, who's headed to Central Michigan, who's going to be coached by Tony Barbie, but on that staff is the former Macomb head coach, Coach Nassim. And he's in the audience tonight. Bonds has range, that's for sure.
Long three-point attempt, no good, off the mark. Henry Ford wants to run again. Had the numbers, pull-up jumper from outside is good again. Count the bucket. And it's going to be a foul on the floor. The big fella, number 34, 6'10" of him, all 6'10" of him.
No, that's a foul on Henry Ford.
Oh. Well, let's take that one off the books for McKenzie and put it on the books for Henry Ford. Got a little too anxious with that one.
And the chatter has started. I love it. I'm telling you, Jeff, this is one of those matchups, just like Schoolcraft, Henry Ford. You could put Macomb, Henry Ford right there. And as a matter of fact, this might be the most intense, most fierce rivalry in the conference.
Good look inside by the big man, McKenzie.
And Macomb's going to go tall. Henry Ford's a long team, and so is Macomb, but they're going to go with some of this height and strength.
Willis from outside.
With Day and McKenzie there. Tate McKenzie, 6'10", 260. Ypsi Lincoln, same high school as Imani Bates. Big country corn-fed kind of kid. Kind of looks like Jeff Rulin, if you remember those days back with the Washington Bullets.
Right. That's going to be a foul on Rosenberg. And going to the line, shooting two, will be Parker Day.
And you know, Chris Burns has some ties to the family, which is, of course, the preeminent AAU program. At least it has that reputation. He spent time at Birmingham Brother Rice. Got the job here. Those Brother Rice guys are a little bit everywhere now. And, they contended for the state title last year. And Coach Burns in his first year, as I said, Coach Nizam is on Central Michigan staff now. Hassan Nizam did not leave the cupboard bare for his predecessor, Coach Burns. And you know what Shep likes to do, and these guys, right now, Henry Ford, ranked 14th in the country, and Macomb is number 5. You darn right it's personal. I saw some social media today, Jeff. You got to get up on your social media game. You got to check it out. They talk junk during the pregame.
Shot off the mark by Henry Ford. Free throw line jumper. The big man snatches the rebound. McKenzie battling for the rebound, and finally he's fouled. Got to put a body on McKenzie. That's going to bring Johnson off the bench. And he's going to have to do that work. Also getting set to check back in is Kyle Millender for Macomb, for the Monarchs.
When you get a guy that's 6'10", 280 or 260, you always want him to retrieve the ball and go up and if possible, dunk it. That time he got it swatted away a couple times. Got to use that girth. And it's easy for a guy that can only jump about 2 inches now to say this. I'm talking about myself. But you always want your big fellas to finish strong.
McKenzie makes both free throws. He had one of the most awkward looking free throw shots there. Willis going to the basket. And Willis is called for the foul.
No, that was a called carry on him.
Okay. Nevertheless, he
They
doesn't
said he
like the
carried the
call.
basketball.
He carried it. Yep, turned it over.
Now, I haven't seen a palming call in a long time, and I've got a half-season package with the Pistons. They call it when they want to. That's the best way I can describe it to you.
Inside to McKenzie again. Has it knocked away by Johnson, who retrieves it. Up to Willis. Alley-oop and slam dunk. Rosenberg.
Rosenberg doing what he does, and Chauncey Willis doing what he always does, setting folks up.
Short bank shot off the glass. That was Williams, Lance Williams.
When you look at Chauncey Willis, you say to yourself, like Ice Cube said, it was a good day. Mess around and get a triple-double.
Good hard drive to the basket. Bonds didn't think he was on the line there. I don't know. It's a close call, but he had stepped on the line before he threw it off the back of one of the Monarchs.
That was a good hustle.
Now the officials and Christopher Burns having a little discussion there. The official will talk it over with the clock operator.
The official shouldn't have to ask the assistant to sit down. I mean, if you're an assistant coach, and I've been one, just sit down. I'm not talking to the assistant. I'm talking to the head coach.
Talk to the head coach.
Simple as that. This assistant for Macomb, I mean, the guy grinned me like I was playing tonight. Hey, know your role and shut your mouth.
Off the leg of one of the Monarchs. Good defense by Rosenberg.
And you want Rosenberg's energy, that's for sure. Tonight, tomorrow, and all the time.
21-16 your score. Johnson from outside, off the mark. Hawks with the rebound. And the Hawks can't convert. Parker Day came flying through. I thought that whistle was going to be on Parker Day, but he avoided the foul and then drew the foul.
Parker Day cleared Sterling Scott right out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw that up here. You saw that. They didn't see it on the floor, and they were right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that sometimes you got to wonder what the heck's going on.
Macomb takes a timeout to talk things over. 21-16 your score, 9-19 remaining here in the first half. Good crowd on hand tonight to check out the Hawks and the Monarchs. And like you said, it's a contest that has become somewhat of a rivalry contest in this division.
Yeah, frigid temperatures. School was closed today, and I'm positive that people wanted to get up out the house, and if you knew about the game, you came to the game. So it's nice crowd, decent crowd, and it's worthy of this because these two teams are good. They'll be in the tournament, and let's see what they do tonight. It's been entertaining so far.
Parker Day at the line makes his first. And makes his second. Johnson on the wing, looking for some room. Johnson with the pull-up. Off the mark. And here go the Monarchs. Parker Day. Not a good shot selection by him. But nevertheless, Monarchs will keep the ball. And 18 seconds on the shot clock.
And I better say we're having some technical difficulties with the connection. We're working on it. The techs are working on it to get this thing together. But 21-18 right now, Henry Ford.
Sterling Scott at the top. And Willis now directing the traffic out there, looking for a pick.
High pick and roll is what they like to do. Willis and Carter.
Oh, that was tipped by the big fella. Not intended to be a shot. He just got his hands up, did a good job.
But Chauncey looked at the official. He wanted a call there. And I think after that mugging down on the other end, they should have reciprocated and given Henry Ford a call on Willis's drive to the basket.
Deion Hayes picking up the foul. Bonds now back in the game for the Hawks. Good drive to the basket. Nice hard move to the basket.
Well, it was 19-9, and Macomb has gone on an 11-2 run to cut this thing to 1.
Up and under reverse, but the foul is going to be on the floor before the shot.
And the official had to pull Coach Chris Burns off. 120. Better let the folks know the score since we can't see.
The travel is the call. And coach is looking for the foul because he felt he was grabbed before he got that shot off. He has a point there.
Kid, Scooby Johnson, Benton Harbor kid. Good to see those guys getting some looks and getting an opportunity to play college basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Storied program over in Benton Harbor.
Carter at the line, making the first. (23-20) your score. Henry Ford up by 3. 7:15 remaining here in the first half of play. Here at Henry Ford College.
Well, let me just say there are some video issues here, and in order to fix it, we're gonna have to take a brief break at halftime. So we'll get it fixed at the half.
Willis from way outside, no good. Monarchs with the rebound on the run. Three-point shot is in and out. Carter with the save and the rebound. Willis in the open floor. Willis driving to the right. Misses everything on that one. And then followed by number 12, Williams.
And Macomb taking the lead. And they have a very enthusiastic bench, but the official says, hey, have a seat. Chauncey Willis, that's the way you silence the crowd. That's the way you silence that bench. As Henry Ford retakes that lead, Jeff, on a nice drive by Chauncey Willis.
Good move by Parker Day inside. Willis looking for the pick at the top. Willis pulls from the 3 line, no good. Parker Day snatches down the rebound and walks it up. Nice feed inside. And that was Williams, who has 6 points right now.
And if you're Henry Ford, just continue to run your sets. Stay calm. Execute and go from there. But don't commit a turnover. You can't commit, you got to take care of the basketball now.
Deion Hayes losing the ball out of bounds, and he will come out the game. Checking into the game for him, number 13 is Alden Ritt. .459 and counting here in the first half of play. 25-28. Henry Ford down by 3. Alley-oop! And number 12, Williams again. And Williams has the last 3 buckets by the Monarchs.
I mean, where did he come from? I mean, it's long, athletic kid.
Johnson for 3.
But then you have to go to your strength, and Scooby Johnson finds his spots on the floor, and he's smooth with it.
Count the bucket as Nate Brown went up hard, and a good strong finish by the guard there.
Well, one thing I've noticed is Macomb is in the paint. I mean, they're operating inside and near the basket, and Henry Ford's got to match that defensively. Cut it down, shut it down, box out, get a rebound on missed shots. So at halftime, folks.
Free throw.
I'm sorry, Jeff. At halftime, we'll be shutting it down to fix these video problems. So we're about 4 minutes away from getting that done. But we'll continue to describe the action. I know the video is kind of stuttered. It's kind of spastic.
Remember this point in the game at the 3:57 mark, Macomb took over the lead. Short jumper missing everything right there. Macomb walking it back up. Getting into their offense. Williams, turnaround. Tried to go off the glass, couldn't come down with it. Willis to the basket. Willis went hard to the basket. And picking up the foul is Parker Day.
And I hope that Chauncey Willis continues to take it to the basket, but somebody comes with him. High percentage shots to be had by everyone. All you got to do is follow number 2.
Well, I like that mode that Willis was in. He was in attack mode all the way. And that's going to be a technical also being assessed too here, I believe. That's to the frown of Christopher Burns, the head coach of Macomb. So Willis makes the first. Makes the second, now going to the line. It's Alden Ritt. Well, officials are, maybe they got the wrong guy shooting the ball.
Well, they're talking about the technical foul.
Well, if an official throws me the ball, I'm going to step up to the line and shoot it from a pretty good free throw shooter. And that's exactly what Willis did. So instead of 2 free throws, Willis will get 4.
And yeah, these are the free throws on the foul. Just want to make sure these officials understand what they're doing. They wear the patch, I don't. And they're college guys.
$11 points unofficially for Willis. Good hard foul, and the tech assessed after the foul. Sterling Scott, as you said, a lot of trash talking has been going back and forth between these two teams, and that was evident right there.
And that's Sterling Scott and Juwan Maxey were teammates at Renaissance High School. And it's a lot of commonalities, a lot of friendships, but when you're between these lines, 94 feet, especially in this conference, there's going to be some talk now. But, you know, I know the officials want to get control of it. That's something they should have addressed early on. I'm not saying that they didn't, but they've got to continue to, you know, be level with it. You can't disrupt the flow of the game. If it gets crazy, then, you know, I don't know if that was, would you constitute that as crazy, outrageous? There's a little talk on the baseline, like maybe a little shove, though.
Yeah, well, he did walk over him.
Yeah.
So if he hadn't made that move, maybe not. But he did walk toward him.
We'll see how this thing goes, because one thing about control, once you lose it, it's hard to get it back on the basketball court.
Macomb with the lead, 34-31.
Now the officials engage in a conversation with a fan. No, that's a no-no. I know enough about the game and officiating to know you don't have to engage with fans justifying and explaining your calls. The people you explain it to are the 2 head coaches. Just wanted to be clean, wanted to be competitive, and not disrupted by an abundance of whistles.
It was Kyle Milliner at the line shooting the free throws, and he made 1 of 2 there. Turnaround jumper, short of the mark. Monarchs want to run. This man is on fire.
Tobias Williams, 6'7", 200-pounder, Macomb, Dakota, sophomore. Remember the name. This guy has just come out of nowhere off this bench.
Willis looking for help. Nice move by Malachi, and count the bucket. His first 2 points of the ball game. Malachi back. Willis cannot believe the call. It looked like a drive-by to me. I didn't think he touched him, but the official had a better angle than I had. And that will send number 11, Maxey, to the line, shooting 3.
Wow. And all of a sudden,
shooting 1.
He made the 3. That's a 4-point play.
Yes.
And I look at it like this with Henry Ford. It's getting out of hand now. You're down 9. You got to get some production from someone more than just one person.
Alley-oop. It's good. Nowicki. His first 2 points of the ball game.
Well, I just think Henry Ford is not matching Macomb's intensity. They don't have enough young men that want to go down and bang and get the rebound. They're not defending and closing out hard. They're not stopping penetration. That's just a bad recipe for Henry Ford right now when you're competing against a team like this.
And remember that at 3:57 mark of this first half is when it kind of turned around and you saw it shifting.
It was a 5-point lead. Macomb took a 5-point lead, I think on a and one or something like that.
Correct.
And it just, this happened last year. I mean, but the thing about last year's team for Henry Ford, they could score in bunches. I'm not so sure with Henry Ford's players' current roster. I know Chauncey Willis is being able to score at will and get the shots that he wants. Needs some other folks joining.
Williams with the ball and drawing a double. Kicks it back out top. Minute 30 remaining in the first half here. Looking inside, kicks it back out. 3-point shot is good. Nowicki for three. Willis is looking for Malachi back. Malachi Black was looking for the alley-oop. And they were just not on the same page right there. 35-47 your score.
Wow. That has got to be probably one of the largest deficits that we've had here. I mean, that we've seen at the games that we've done. I don't recall them being down 12 at all this year.
Good move in the inside and drawing the foul. Malachi Black picking up the foul on the floor. And Nate Brown, Kyle Milliner will go to the line.
Well, Milliner's at the line now, and man, 47-35. Henry Ford hasn't done much over the last couple minutes. That was a nice, strong take, and guys were boxing out and ready to, in good position to get an offensive rebound. Foul call there. I think Willis and Bounds are trying to talk about, hey, let's get some rhythm and pace with this thing. Let's work together to get some open shots.
Stoney Scott at the line and need more of that from Henry Ford attacking the basket aggressively.
I mean, defensively, when's the last time you seen Henry Ford give up as many points? 49, half 100 in the first half.
Shot clock and game clock are pretty close to one another. 15 seconds. It's down to 12. Monarchs probably looking for the final shot of the half. 3-point shot, no good. Knocked away, and that's going to do it for the first half of play as the Monarchs with a 49-36 lead over the Hawks. And the whistles blow, and let's see what happened here.
Words exchanged there at halftime, and I think Coach Shepard has the right to be a little bit upset about the officiating, but this is typical of these guys when they match up. Coach Payne's not happy with the officiating as well. I mean, something going on with the clock. I mean, it's, you know, I was concerned about that. Just note that and put that in your notes. I was concerned about how the game was going to be officiated, and you want to minimize all these things.